Melissa wrote her thesis on near-death experiences.
Oh.
And you know what?
tell me.
I don't think I've ever met anybody that's had more than one.
Really? Yeah, I've had 4 now.
That's a lot.
Yeah, it is a lot. My husband calls me a cat. I guess you would say my biggest one that I can recall. When they did the surgery, they sewed me up. Everything was great, but then they took the strips off and they took the staples out too early. So I kept getting a headache for like a month after. And you have brain surgery. You're supposed to have a headache, right? You don't know.
Sure.
And I'm laying in bed. It's 2 days after Thanksgiving. And I woke up and I thought I had a really bad hot flash because all of my pillows and everything were wet. And I realized when I sat up, it felt like my brain fell to my butthole. And I went back and my incision had opened up and it was all of my brain fluid all over.
No way.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
How much brain fluid can you lose?
Well, you can't lose a whole lot. I was very calm. Everybody else was freaking out. They're like, we got to get her back. We got to get her back. She's dying because they took my blood pressure. And I'm laying on my side because they're wanting to look at my incision right on the back of my head. And they take some samples of it. They come back in and they go, oh my God, we got to do they're essentially putting a tube in my spine to pull out all of my fluid because I had sepsis inside of it. So I had sepsis.
No. On top of everything else?
I can't believe you're still alive.
So as they're doing this, they say they're going to put this tube in, but because my blood pressure is so low and everything is freaking out, they can't give me any numbing or anything. And because of that, my body goes into shock. And I'm laying there and the monitors are here and everything gets really quiet. There must have been like 50 people around me. And I remember looking at it and I was like, oh, wow, that's going down so far. And then all of a sudden, you not, I went from being here to being here. And I was like, ooh, I'm getting chills. And I could see everything. And I was above. And all I thought was, I wish my mom knows I loved her.
Oh,
That's it. Oh, that gave me goosebumps.
Oh, I know. It's a thing. And it was 2 weeks later. They had to put me in a coma. I coded for like 4.5 minutes. It was crazy. Yeah, when I woke up, I was on this bed.
4.5 minutes?
Yeah, that was my biggest one.
That's insane.